Hello, I'm George Bucher, Managing Director and Co-Head of MarshBerry Specialty Practice. Serving MGAs, MGUs, wholesale brokers, and program managers, we're here today to bring you an update on the developments that we've been seeing in the Delegated Authority segment. Specifically today, we're going to focus on the premium growth and the likelihood of a continuing growth within this segment. The Conning report that focuses on MGAs just recently came out and stated 2022 saw at least $85 billion of premium in the Delegated Authority segment. Now, MarshBerry anticipates that we will continue to see growth throughout 2023, and we expect total premium to be close to $100 billion by the end of this year. Just stellar growth from a historical perspective. But on a going forward basis, there might be some challenges that MGAs may be facing, specifically as one of the catalysts that allowed MGAs to really get a lot of ground over the last year from growth perspective has been the emergence of the fronting carriers. Now, a few years ago, there were about a handful of fronting carriers that existed. Today, there's over 30. And as those firms have grown themselves, they've strived to capture market share. Now, the success has been very, very well documented and noted in the marketplace in terms of what fronts have been able to do, and specifically for MGAs. But as of late, in early 2023 to now, we have seen some significant cracks in the overall growth trend that had seemed to be on an easy glide path. We saw Trisura come out and note that they had to take a $60 million write-off in reinsurance recoverables that they were not able to collect. This is relevant because a lot of times fronting carriers are thinly capitalized, oftentimes, again, carrying good amounts of debt leverage as well. This means they don't have a lot of flexibility or capacity to absorb those write-offs because at the end of the day, the primary carrier is ultimately the one responsible for claims. And if reinsurers can't make those claims, it falls back to the primary. In this case, a front, or in other situations, more typical carriers. Now, why is this relevant? About 2 decades ago, with the likes of Legions and others, we have seen issues that have occurred where the fronting carriers didn't have enough capacity and ultimately they went under, creating issues for regulators and, most importantly, the insurers. The concern is that we will see a similar effect hitting MGAs and the retail broker and ultimately the insurers in the markets today. Now, where this all goes, we don't know. But recently, with the developments and somewhat of a debacle with the Vesttoo marketplace, where it brings together reinsurance carriers to that of capacity, the Vesttoo situation has led to a big uncertainty in regards to reinsurance capacity and specifically the validity of that capacity on the back end. Now, who knows where things will go in the overall fronting segment? It is absolutely a segment that will be here to stay. But it is just another example of the dynamic changes we are seeing in the MGA segment and how things can change, frankly, pretty quickly in a market that has been growing at almost a rock star pace. If you have questions about how the overall insurance segment may impact your organization or want to know better about the dynamics impacting MGAs, please reach out. Until next time, be well.